What's good, YouTube family? It's your boy S.Craft Blends back again with another barber tutorial. And today, I just want you to know we're not going to do a step-by-step tutorial for the most part. Mainly, I just want to drop something on you guys that I believe is a game changer for those that want to save time, not worrying about, switching the guards out constantly, and not having to switch out blades using your Oster Octanes or detachable blade clippers, which I love so much. But I do have something very special I want to show you guys that once again I believe will change the game. But before we do, as you know, we are getting started just combing the waves out, and instead of using detachable blades on the top of this drop fade we're going to do, or goat fade, we are going over the top with our Andis Masters with, get this, the Andis Phat Master Blade, and that is P-H-A-T, Phat, like pretty hot and tempting. You can find the Andis Phat Master Blade on Amazon. That's where I found mine, and I have one of my clippers that have the Phat Master Blade on it, and another clipper I have with the regular Andis Master Blade as well. You can also have one with the Fade Master Blade if you would like. I'm not big on the Fade Master Blade, however, I do have them on my magic clips. But what we're talking about today is the Phat Master Blade. So, I was watching some YouTube videos and happened to stumble across this Phat Master Blade, and I thought, you know what? I need to look into that. And the more I researched on this thing, I found out something very interesting. The Phat Master Blade actually closes to about a number 1. And when I say number 1, I'm not talking about guards, or if I'm talking about numbers at all during this video, I'm not talking about guard size, but I'm talking about blade size. So blades as in detachable blades. Now, you watch my detachable blade videos. I'm sure if you haven't, you can definitely check those out. But with the detachable blades, I start at the very smallest blade that I use is a 3-0, and then I use a 0, excuse me, I start with a 5-0, and then I go to a 3-0, and then I go to a OA blade, and then a 1 blade, and a 1A blade, and then the 1.5 blade, and then the number 2 blade, and so on and so forth. So you guys have seen my steps, but what's so cool about this Phat Master Blade is it closes, when it's fully closed, it's right at a number 1 blade. All right, but check this out, it opens all the way up to a number 2 blade, which is amazing because you can do fades without guards. So if you have a Phat Master Blade on one of your Andis Masters, I don't know how that would work on the Wall Seniors with the the modification with the bracket, because it doesn't open up as far as the Masters do. However, if you have a Phat Master Blade on your Andis Masters or your cordless Andis Masters, what you can do is open that thing all the way up to a number 2, and if, say, you were going to do the fade down technique on just a regular skin fade, you could run that number 2 straight up the side, right off the parietal ridge area, and then close it a little bit to about a 1.5, and just drop down under that 2 and fade right into that 2 with the 1.5, close it a little bit more to about a number 1, and man, like, you could blend right into that 1.5, and then if you close it all the way, it would be like the size of a number one blade, which there again, you're looking at kind of like a 0 guard or a half or something like that. And you can blend right into that without using any guards whatsoever. Then if you grab your regular Andis blade, a regular Andis blade when fully open is a number one blade. Not a guard, but a number one blade. And it closes all the way up to a 000. So check that out. You have everything that you need besides a 50, which actually a 50 is equivalent to like a trimmer. So you don't even have to use detachable blades, and you don't have to use guards. You can use those two clippers with those two blades and basically open and close those blades, and dude, you can get the whole haircut done. I don't know about you guys, but that is great news for me. Now, I will say, doing this goat fade here, this drop fade on these waves, it is always challenging for me. It does not matter if I'm using guards, if I'm using detachable blades, it doesn't matter what I use when cutting his hair. It is always a challenge. As you can see at the very beginning, using the Phat Master blade, man, it was blending very nice. And you know, I just come in on the bottom and just use the regular master blade to try to tie it together. However, I will say it took me a little bit longer than usual, not because of the blade system I was using, but because I was distracted, guys. Mr. Chris Basio, you can see him walking around the back here and there, and he keeps walking back and forth because he has his camera in hand and he's interviewing all of us barbers about our favorite clippers. So I had to stop and start this video when it comes to editing so many times to edit out, you know, him walking and up and asking me questions, and me stopping the haircut for like, you know, a couple minutes talking to him and then starting back again. And because of all that, I wasn't as focused on the haircut as I needed to be. I got to apologize to my man right there. I mean, I still feel like it came out pretty blurry at the very end of the cut, but it did distract me. And you know, sometimes when you're distracted, you're just cutting and then you forget where you're at, and you might raise it up a little higher than you're supposed to, or whatever the case may be. But I think the video that Chris is going to drop is going to be very dope. There again, he's interviewing all of us barbers and just asking us questions about what tier do we believe each clipper you know, is going to be on, that he asked us about. So it was a very interesting video, man, especially to hear what all of our barbers had to say about specific clippers. And I think it may surprise some of you as to the ones we really loved and the ones that we didn't really like that much at all. But anyways, so as you can see, man, I've just been switching back and forth between the Phat Master blade and the regular Andis Master blade. And I'm telling you guys, when you're really paying attention, it can really help you move quicker on the fade. Today I decided, you know, after this haircut, this is actually, I think, the first haircut I did using the Phat Master blade, because I just bought it off of Amazon, put it on my clippers this morning, and was so excited about using it. All the guys were like coming over to check it out, freaking out. And anyways, I love it, man. I can't wait to do just a regular skin fade with that Phat Master blade. As you guys know, I do a lot of low fades and high tapers. So I was like, man, can I just get one regular skin fade to try these things out on? But they were so much fun to use. And there again, I don't think I use guards all day today because I use these two clippers. And let me just say this, many of you guys know I love cutting with the Andis Masters, but I have 4 of them, and I just got the 4th pair, but I had 3 of them, and only 1 pair actually I was able to use because the other two pairs were so loud I couldn't even use them on my customer. So I have another pair that actually sound really good as well. So now I have two that are decent. But I used one of the ones that were really loud with the regular master blade, and I put the Phat master blade on it, and I'm telling you what, they're a lot quieter. So I don't know what happened, but whenever I changed that blade out and put that Phat master blade on there, it actually made the clipper a little bit quieter. So if you do have one that's a little louder, maybe if you throw that Phat master blade on there, it will help quiet things up. So anyways, as you can see, I pretty much worked on the fade, trying to get everything good, cleaning up the top, and then put on some color enhancement and hair fibers and lined them up real nice. And now I'm just going in doing some detail work. But this is the finished cut. There again, wasn't really a tutorial. I just wanted to drop some knowledge on you guys about these Andis Phat master blades and what they can do for you. So if you like this video, man, leave me a comment, hit them with that alcohol. Anyways, if you're not following me on Instagram, you could do that at S.Craft_blends for some more amazing content. Hey, God bless you guys. I'll see you later. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Like, comment, all that good stuff. We'll see you next time. Peace.